is going to be a very transformative month for you guys. Want to talk about the astro weather and what's going to be going on in the planisphere out here in these planetary streets. I'm Erica, your favorite astro homegirl, and let's talk about the first week and what you guys can expect for this particular month ahead, okay? Now, Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, and Chiron, they all stationed retrograde, guys. And this is going to, bring a little slowness. It'll slow down the cosmic skies just a little bit. And this is going to invite us to really look into the past and reconsider, before we actually move forward. Now, Mercury retrograde in particular is going to be back. So get ready for that. The mentally scattered thoughts, the hey big head messages, and relationships and lovers popping up from the past, all of those things, the mixed messages. Get ready. We also are going to experience a Mercury cazimi this month, which is in the alignment of the sun and Mercury. And we also got the Sirius gateway, and that's a really powerful, great gateway that's coming right up this week too. And that's the overt light activations that can really enhance our brain waves and our intuition. So Sirius gateway really marks the alignment of our sun and Sirius and our spiritual sun, okay? So this is an alignment that connects us to our greater divinity. Uranus is here and gonna shake the table, baby. So get ready. Moves into Gemini this month, and and that's gonna be one of the major key cosmic shifts even for this year of 2025, okay? And this is gonna push you guys to realize your fullest potential. But also with this ingress, it's about, if you don't get into that, it's gonna push you in the energy of start planting the seeds for bigger shifts and changes that are really destined to unfold over the next few years for you guys, okay? So again, on the 2nd through the 7th, which 7th is Monday, but let's just say this week at the top of the week, the sun again aligns with Sirius. That's the star known as our spiritual sun. And this alignment actually unlocks a high frequency energy that can really help us invoke new ideas and unlock our intuitive brain waves, okay? So we may be feeling a greater desire for freedom, any new ideas that we've been sitting on. These are the things that we're going to start to take in, and it's going to be where we're going to get in motion on it, and it's going to be more manageable. I can't make it up. Make sure that you listen to your angel messages for today, the last day of this month. Innovation is here. This is the time, and that came up even in that reading. I can't make up your messages. And, you're going to be aligning too with your spiritual self. So this is an energy that can also bring healing to your mind, body, and soul. Powerful gateway, all right? Happy 4th of July for you guys. Neptune retrograde. And with that, you remember Neptune is the planet of dreams and illusions. So it just moved into Aries earlier in the year, and now it's stationed in retrograde. It's going to give you a little break on any new lessons that would have come up. But just know that, it's going to expose untruths and bring illusions. And I even talked about that in your weekly messages this week. That's crazy. So, really, really pay attention to on the shakeups with that. Make sure you don't get too cloudy. Don't go too far off the ledge. And also just know that the illusions will surface, for examination. It's time for you guys things to be revealed, okay? Any suspicious things that you've been receiving, it's time for you to put on your investigative get into it and use those investigative gifts, so to speak, okay? And just know that when you put those gifts into action and whatever you trying to find out, get ready for the truth, okay? Because it will be revealed with that Neptune energy in retrograde, okay? And sometimes it can kind of stifle creative inspirations, but any setbacks that you experience at this time, just know it's going to propel you forward, okay? And again, remember, this retrograde going to also happen again in December, okay? So a little shake up, but a shake up for the best of things, okay? Now, July 3rd through the 4th, Venus enters the building, and she's conjuncting Uranus, okay? The planet of love and relationships. My girl Venus gonna touch a little love when she aligns with, Uranus is volatile and will shake the table, but you know, she's sitting at the final degree of Taurus. So get ready, wherever Taurus is in your chart, whatever theme you've been experiencing since 2018, get ready to deal with that and face it for what it is, okay? Venus and Uranus coming together, it could really, really stir up important relationship matters, all right? Matters too that have been a theme since 2018, so don't forget that. But just know that the shakeup can be for the long haul. You know, I can't make y'all messages up this week. Some of y'all may be diving deeper, becoming more committed, or you might meet the new, or you might be parting ways. Hey, you're gonna see Uranus will shake things up, okay? And also just know that any creative projects that you have, if they've been feeling a little unstable, just know that some clarity can also be gained in that energy space, okay? Now, on the 4th, Venus in Gemini, she's doing a lot. Moving into that social Gemini, you know, that Kanye energy. So just know that any, you know, social invitations, parties, events that you were going to just stay in the house, you're going to be feeling like going outside. And outside might be just where you need to be. So enjoy yourselves this weekend. Be safe, you know, and this is going to, energy too, will kick up your social lives. So get ready, okay? And, you know, also, I want to say that this energy will not only bring creativity to your creative projects. For some of you guys, it's going to really turn it up. They're doing storytelling, podcasting, and vlogging. Get ready, because it's going to be up from there. But again, I want to say, in relationships, this is also allow you guys that are in relationships or meeting new people. You're going to have some really good communication, okay? And you'll be able to communicate better. So look out for that. On the 7th, Uranus and Gemini. And this, again, we'll talk about that. But that's going to be one of the big shakeups that's ahead. And I know that's Monday. So we'll tap in. And plus, I'll do something like that for all zodiac signs. So, hey, it's your Astro Homegirl tapping in with y'all. Just want to give y'all a little something on what's going to be going on out here in the planisphere. And I will see you guys soon with your messages, all right? Peace and love. And be safe out there and have fun and enjoy yourselves, okay? And get ready for those truths to be revealed. Peace and love.